is this new ship coming to Elite Dangerous from the almighty manufacturer called Gutamaya. However, it's not entirely an Imperial ship, but it's the Imperial Corsair. Well, let's be honest, this is just a space toucan. I hope we can all agree on that. But it's still looking cool. So let me tell you about something about this ship. Or at least let me tell you the things I know so far, which is not much, because dear Frontier developers haven't said too many things about it. But what they've said is quite promising. First of all, it's a medium ship. The ship we've always wanted, a medium Gutamaya ship. It's been requested for ages, and it was my personal issue with the Clipper. It was just too big and couldn't land on outposts. But this thing can. Again, it's a medium ship, and they've said it comes with a strong hardpoint selection and a big cargo capacity, making it a multi-role ship. This is quite promising. It could be a Python successor. So theoretically, this right here, you cannot see my mouse, which is awesome. So theoretically, this right here is the actual Python Mark II. But it's now Gutamaya. So from the back view of it, you can see it has, as they called it, minimalistic thermal vents, which is alright, I think. And you got those characteristic blue neon stripes, which you have on every Gutamaya ship, more or less. However, you get some orange ones on the thrusters and thermal vents, heat vents. Don't you dare making a pop-up on my screen. And well, it looks nice, I must say. Especially with those lights and stuff. But when it comes to the thrusters of this ship, it can equip class 7 thrusters. It's the only medium ship which can do this. All the other ships that can equip class 7 thrusters are big, like the Anaconda, for example. And well, the side profile just tells me even more that it's a bird-like ship. Like, the beak reminds me so much of a toucan. However, if you take a closer look at this front view again and zoom in a bit to the cockpit, and maybe a bit more so everyone can actually see what I mean. This is basically the Imperial Courier cockpit. It's literally the same cockpit as the small Imperial Courier. I have the quite bad feeling that because of this cockpit, it might not be able to pick up another co-pilot, like no multi-crew seat, which would be quite a downer for the ship. But on the other hand, they've completely remade the Cobra cockpit in the Cobra Mark V, which gives me the hope that it can be changed, or that they will change it and then add a co-pilot seat, like that they move the front, the only co-pilot seat the Korea had, a bit more to the front, and then put down the second one in the back, which would be possible. But those lines right here, you can see my mouse, okay, good. They aren't looking too promising for that. However, compared to the Korea, I think they still moved it a bit more to the front. Still have the bad feeling it might not come with a co-pilot seat, which would ruin, not entirely ruin this, but yeah, it wouldn't be too good. Let me put it like that. However, if you take the size comparison with some humans put next to the ship, first of all, this thing will be huge. Also, those thrusters will have some small animations. It could theoretically fit 2 pilots into the cockpit. Also, you can see its landing gear, and it has a similar entrance, stair-like entrance as the cutter. So, yeah. But theoretically, it could fit 2 people in the cockpit, if this comparison makes sense in any way, because otherwise this ship would be so damn huge. But well, I have the assumption that it will have a class 7 internal optional as well as some maybe 1 or 2 6, 1 or 2 5, and then the rest is split to 4 3 2 1. And maybe 6 hard points would be cool, or maybe the same hardpoint configuration as the further lines with 1 huge hardpoint, but only 5 hardpoints. This would also be very good and quite good enough to deal decent damage in combat. I'm not quite sure about the jump range of this ship, but if it's said to do all of the 3 roles equally. With the 3 roles, I'm quite sure they mean exploration, cargo hauling, aka mining, or whatever you call it these days, and combat. And when it does these 3 roles equally, as they say, I'm gonna make the assumption that the light range settles between 60 and 70, which would still be quite a fine jump range if you ask me. And also, something you might not be as interested as I am, but they have released some ship kits for it. So here's a golden 1 ship kit with a golden and black paint finish. It's looking awesome, it's looking good, so you can see those little flaps here and this thingies on the thruster, And also 2 more wings at the front right here. And something on the engines. I really like the colors of it. They really match with the orange lightings on the thrusters at the side. They have also shown a white ship kit. And well, let's just say I've zoomed in too far. This looks awesome. This is what I want the ship to look like. This spoiler just fits so damn well to the ship. And it sort of like raises the back of it a bit again. So it doesn't have the curve down right here. So the upper line is more or less the same at the back of the ship as with the beginning of the ship. And you also got those wings on the thrusters and right here again. And also something on the engines. I don't know if those things are even side engines. What are you on the blue lights again? But what do you think about this new ship? Do you like it? Do you hate it? You're the same as me, whose first reaction was, oh my fucking god, this is ugly. And now has kind of grown on it and actually wants to buy it once it's released. I'm kind of curious. But on the 26th of March, so 11 days after I'm recording this, there will be another Frontier Unlocked stream. And I have the hopes that they will give us more details about the ship. Like what internal compartments it can have, it can outfit, or jump range, the hard points, and all this kind of stuff. The interior, like cockpit interior and stuff. Also, right now, the entire Frontier Elite Dangerous, not the entire Elite Dangerous store, but the Frontier store is on a huge discount right now. So you can get all the ship kits, decals, cockpit outfitting stuff way cheaper with 30% off. The sale will probably last till the 27th of March, as far as I'm aware of, which is one day after the Corsair is hopefully announced. It's already announced, but shown with more details. But there is a concerning about my personal thing, because I wanted to get the Python ship kit and the Anaconda ship kit, but they're in sale now. So theoretically, if I buy them now, I won't have any credits for the Corsair anymore. But if I wait for the Corsair, the ship kits are not in sale anymore. So this is like a personal me dilemma that you don't have to care about. But what do you say about this new ship? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Will you get it? Will you stick with whatever other ship you're using right now? Maybe the Mandalay? I've seen plenty people flying this thing, like many people. But anyway, I hope you know a bit more about the ship now. Unfortunately, I don't have any other further details or Otherwise I would have told you, but I know as much as everyone else out there. So everything we can do is basically waiting. But I have high hopes in this ship. And I hope you enjoyed this little sum up. And I hope I'll see you again. Bye bye.